You know, sometimes the most incredible stories start with the most ordinary moments. A routine traffic stop. A broken taillight. A polite but firm request for license and registration. For one man in a quiet Ohio town, that's all it was supposed to be. But when the officer ran the driver's license, the system didn't just flag an unpaid ticket. It screamed. A hit for a felony warrant. Not for a recent crime. For a murder. A brutal, unsolved homicide from over 27 years ago, in a state over 1,000 miles away. The man was confused, then indignant. "There's been a mistake," he insisted. "I've never even been to that state." He gave his name, his social security number. Everything checked out for him that existed for the last 3 decades. A husband. A father. A reliable employee at a local factory. But the warrant had a name, and a photograph. In the photograph, it was him. A younger version, but undeniably him. The officer's routine stop had just evaporated. This was now a major fugitive apprehension. Back at the station, under the stark fluorescent lights, the story began to unravel. Fingerprints confirmed it. He was the man from the warrant. But how? He had a birth certificate, a life. He claimed he had amnesia from a childhood accident, that his earliest memories started when he was a teenager. His family, the people he called his parents, they told him a story about moving, starting over. Detectives from the original case flew in. They sat across from this middle-aged man living a quiet life and saw the young suspect who had vanished without a trace in 1996. They laid out the evidence, a violent argument, a missing person who was never found, and his sudden disappearance the very next day. The secret wasn't just that he was a wanted man. The secret was the life built on top of that void. The parents who weren't his parents, but a couple who took in a frightened, confused teenager with no past. The name he used, which belonged to a child who had died decades earlier. An entire identity, constructed to hide in plain sight. He had, in every sense of the word, forgotten he was a murderer. He built a life of quiet normalcy over the buried memory of a single, terrible night. The traffic stop didn't just reveal a fugitive. It revealed a man to himself. The past he couldn't remember had finally found him, in the glow of a single broken taillight.